Jacksepticeye went and got his friend Markiplier to the 3 to take on Strife Hayes and the opponent of his choice. Oh, too much showboating, and he gets locked into the silence again. Can Mark get up and back in time? Nope, that'll do it. Josh gets the tap out. Look at how bloody Josh is again. Every match this man puts himself on the line. Can he get anybody, or is he going to have to face off against these 3 monsters in the ring by himself? Josh jumps in there and got that finishing. Oh, it's the Ninja Death Spike! Here it comes. Gonna lock in silence, which is ironic on Ninja. You can't do that! What are you doing, Jack? That had to be frustration on Jack's part just coming out. The attack referee, I don't think he meant to do it, but doesn't matter, he did it. You are looking at a sold-out crowd here for Content Wars, and we are starting off on fire. The former champ, a very, very angry former champ, making his way down to the ring.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, the
Doctor in the house. And you can be absolutely sure that he wants that belt back. He has been tearing it up, just waiting for his next chance at that belt. And you know Markiplier has seen it. And even though Markiplier did win at SummerSlam, he has to have that shadow looming over him, because this is a mountain of a monster coming for him. But tonight, instead of Markiplier, he's going to get Markiplier's friend, Jacksepticeye, in a one-on-one match. And I think Doctor is going to use it to send a message.
Ireland, weighing in at 158 pounds, the irresistible force.
Here comes Jack. He finds himself involved in this mostly through way of Strife Hayes, if we're honest. Those two having a brutal feud the last few weeks. Whoa, what is Strife Hayes doing? Slamming Jack from behind into the chairs and feeding him to Dr. Disrespect. And let's be honest, the Doc didn't need the help, but he'll take it. Is Jack in the fight? He looks a little staggered. He's going to stay in this fight. Why did Strife Hayes even get involved? He's not even got a match tonight. Does he really have that much fight with Jacksepticeye? After that vicious trap that he set for him last week, which nearly sprung. Josh still managed to get the win on a technicality, but he nearly got a 1-on-3 handicap match against Jack. Pretty vicious. And now here he is, not satisfied with that win, so he's throwing damage and shade on Jack before his match, getting involved where he doesn't belong. It's starting to feel like Jack can't get a break from Josh. Of course, Dr. Disrespect by far has the power and height advantage here. He's going to be able to throw Jack around like a ragdoll if he can get his hands on him, but as we've seen in their tag matches that they've been involved in, Jack's surprisingly durable and can take a pretty decent beating. And still managed to keep his cool and stay in the fight. So it's going to take some work. But I'm sure Dr. Disrespect has no problem just destroying an already, not injured, but beat up Jack thanks to Josh. Big old chokeslam now. And all of this outside the ring. Into the barricade. Looks like he's just going to leave him there to maybe just let him wait out the count. Does look like the damage was done to Jack. He hasn't gotten up yet. He's getting up. Can he get into the ring in time? Just barely beat the 10 count. You got to give it to Jack with the heart there. I thought for sure he was out. I'm pretty sure Dr. Disrespect did too. But you just can't count Jack out. Jack's actually getting a little bit of offense going here. A bit surprising, but at the same time, I wouldn't count Doc out by any measure. Although that does look tough. Nope. Doc fought out of that pretty easily. Green Thunder normally would be enough, but with Dr. Disrespect, it just barely even stunned him. Once again, Jack has so many inventive maneuvers, but at the same time, I kind of feel like one fall from the mountain would be enough for Dr. Disrespect to win. He just has to get Jack into that position. But with all these odds stacked against Jack, he's really putting the fight in. He's not going to give up. Oh, well. Time to test the theory, it looks like. No, Jack fought out of it. Big boot, though. Oh, a half Nelson into a choke slam. Oh man, I just shook the whole ring. Do not think Dr. Disrespect wants to play around anymore. Yep, here comes the fall from the mountain. That's gotta be it. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Jack, the situation he's put into with Josh interfering. But I also feel like the odds were a little bit against him to start off with. There's no doubt that Dr. Disrespect, while he doesn't see much of a challenge out of Jack anymore, or if he ever did, his eyes are firmly on Markiplier. Well, that was completely a mess. What a way to start the show. But things are looking up now because we have Shocks coming to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Berlin, Germany, Showtime Ace.
And of course, Shox made her entry to Content Wars last week in a surprise to everybody. Specifically to me. Okay, specifically to me it was a surprise when she showed up to take 𝙀𝙬𝙗's place after 𝙀𝙬𝙗 was viciously attacked before her match. Shox stepped in and took her place to have her first match against Frost, which was interesting because it was two former commentators going up against each other, and no one expected it. But we're glad to have Shox here. I did talk to her after her match. She said she's excited to compete, and she is actually looking to best Frost in the long run, because she does in fact feel like Frost has put a bad name on the team. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, here comes Bad Bunny, who's just been living up to her name, causing mischief and trouble everywhere, specifically for 𝙀𝙀𝙗, who is out this week. So you won't be seeing 𝙀𝙀𝙗. Fortunately, she did suffer a concussion from that attack. She did win the match, but it doesn't change the fact that she did take a brutal hit to the head with a baseball bat by Bad Bunny here. So it's a victory, but it's a victory at a severe cost. She will be out this week, and maybe a few more. Hopefully she'll be back in time for the UK invasion. But I don't think Bad Bunny misses her at all. I think she feels pretty much like that was a trade that was pretty good for her. So it's kind of interesting to see what she'll do now, given that she's taken out 𝙀𝙀𝙗, although maybe in her mind she hasn't taken out 𝙀𝙀𝙗. Maybe this is just the beginning for her. Here we go, two of the newer members of the female roster here on Content Wars. Should be a decent match. We'll see if either one of them has a little bit of staying power, a little bit of fire. Each with different goals and ambitions, but both with a lot of motivation. And both of them very flashy moves if you've seen their matches before. Of course, here's Bad Bunny just taken right off. He's always very aggressive in her matches. Looks like that was too far for her to jump, so she wisely stepped down, then blocked the attack from Shox there, and she has stayed in control so far. But Shox is not out of this, as you can see there. Perhaps using her height and strength advantage. Shox is one of the tallest females. Not quite as staggeringly tall as, say, Dr. Disrespect with the men's division, but he does have the height advantage pretty much every match. Oh, that looked like that hurt. I tell you, Bad Bunny is just not against very... Oh, nice bulldog. Never mind. Forget what I was saying. Shox is still in this. I like how they're showing a little bit of disrespect to each other, making this a whole lot more fun. You can definitely tell that they are not going to be friends. Oh man, Bad Bunny is pretty innovative. Shox is fighting her way out of arm lock. A nice suplex off. What is that move? Whoa! That was pretty cool. Did Shocks just still win? It looked like Bunny had the ropes.
Here is your winner, Showtime Ace.
I feel like Shocks stole that one. But hey, it's nice to see her get a win after that rough match last week. Well, perhaps last week we had some of the most surprising and exciting appearances.
Is scheduled for
Shocks
one
we
fall.
just saw in the
Making his
last
way
match.
to the ring, accompanied by the Ninja Brian, representing Vicious and Delicious from Newark, New Jersey, weighing in at 145 pounds, the Dragon Slater.
Of course, this is Ninja Sex Party, who showed up to assist Jacksepticeye in that bizarre 1-on-3 handicap match setup that Strife Hayes came up with. As you can see, Strife Hayes is not done messing with Jacksepticeye, but they didn't win, but they had a great showing. And tonight it'll just be Danny versus DSP, with, of course, Ninja Brian coming out. This is, you know, they're always out together. Wait, whoa, what is this?
And his opponent, accompanied by Big Money Banshee from Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 270 pounds.
What in the world?
Cowboy!
Why is DSP coming out to the ring with Bad Bunny? I don't even have any of their... They've never shown any interest in it. I don't know what's going on at all. What are they doing? Oh, this is the weirdest thing. She just had her match. What did she do with DSP and has his manager? I don't understand. I swear DSP is so full of surprises. What is that? Bad Bunny's over here. Okay. Alright, so Bad Bunny's explaining that she was leaving her match when she ran into DSP backstage and offered to be his manager because she felt the matchup was unfair. I'm assuming she means because Ninja Brian was there? But Ninja Sex Party isn't going to do anything. He was just there for support. Well, no, Bad Bunny, I'm just saying, don't yell at me. Alright, whatever. So, I guess that she felt like it was unfair that Danny Sexbang has a manager and DSP does not. So, she offered to be DSP's manager for this match. Of course, DSP's going to jump on any opportunity to even odds or take control. So, yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense. What a weird situation that is. I don't know. I guess it's like a one-time thing. She's walked off now, so it's probably for the best. I don't want her yelling at me anymore. But anyway, to the match now. These two are such a weird contrast to each other. And oh, he had the rope. He had the rope. DSP is very much more of a technical, grounded grappler style, and Danny is a much faster, high flyinger. I don't know how to say that. Right now it looks like DSP's got control though, but he made a brutal mistake by giving Danny the opportunity to jump in and get some momentum going. He took that right back. DSP is just completely carving Danny apart here now. Of course, DSP has had a fairly decent showing so far. He had his first Prime event win at SummerSlam, taking out Asmongold, who we haven't seen since then. Ninja Bryan's cheering for... Uh-oh, this could be the setup for the sexy... Oh, no! DSP read that like a book. You cannot trick DSP. He has been in the game for 15 years. Oh, wow. But if you've got a flash enough offense, you might be able to sneak in a win. What's he setting up for here? The Unicorn Wizard! Danny Sexbang hits the Unicorn Wizard. Oh, but DSP's able to kick out. And Danny looks so frustrated. I have to agree. I thought he had that. Wow, look at that. Spinning, inverted DDT. Danny's starting to pick up some speed now. DSP rolls out. Gonna take a minute to catch his breath. If Danny will let him have it, which he will not. Look at that. Sometimes though, when you're a glass cannon, one mistake will shatter. Got to be careful here. Oh, here's the setup again for the Sexy 9. And he gets it this time. He hit the Sexy 9. Is he going to go for another Unicorn Wizard? He might be looking for it. He is the Unicorn Wizard. Look at that. Oh, and he's going to use some ropes. Wow. Oh, man. So much for that plan. Looks like Bad Bunny's just had a horrible night and brought it to DSP along the way.
Here's your winner, the Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer, Danny Sexbang. Very impressive win. So here we go. Strife Hayes, after messing with Jacksepticeye earlier, has been forced into a match tonight. So he's getting his just desserts, but is it really a full punishment? In a sense, he's been challenged into a match with our champion.
One fall, making his way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 219 pounds, the Professor.
You have to imagine if you're not going to have a match at all for the night, and then the next thing you know, you're being pit up against Markiplier, our champion. Doesn't feel like a very good situation at first. And it sounds like the commissioner is punishing you, but if you look at it in another point of view, this could be an opportunity for Josh to really come out in a one-on-one match against the champion and show, hey, I'm a contender. He's been in matches with Markiplier already. He's familiar with them because of their tag team matches. And while he isn't the #1 contender because Dr. Disrespect is, he is definitely showing that he's up there in the top of the card list. This could be a chance.
His opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 235 pounds, the men's undisputed champion, the Blacksmith.
Of course, the crowd loves him. One of the most popular YouTubers there is. King of Five Nights at Freddy's. Markiplier. Art champion. Winning it at SummerSlam. And as I stated, Dr. Disrespect has the rematch for Invasion UK, but if Markiplier were to keep the belt, or even if Dr. Disrespect gets it back, a match like this with all the eyes on him, Strife Hayes may actually be benefiting here a little bit. So now I have to wonder, is the commissioner's plan going to backfire? Is his interest in teaching Josh to stop messing around with other people's matches, particularly with Jacksepticeye? Is it going to prevail? Is Mark going to put him down a peg, or will Josh be able to make something out of this? If I'm Josh, I'm going in this match thinking, man, this is my opportunity. I just got to take out my rival, and I'm getting rewarded for it. Although Mark's not making it look like much of a reward right now. Wow. He is. And then, of course, also you have to wonder if Mark wasn't chosen for this specifically because he and Jack are friends. Maybe Mark's vested interest in this is Josh has been screwing with my friend for several weeks now. This is my chance to take it to him. This could be Mark's opportunity to get a little payback on behalf of Jack. So both sides actually have a lot of benefit from this. So what an interesting match. Our commissioner is savvy, I will tell you that. And more we're seeing it each week as he gets more and more involved. Although I am curious, we haven't actually seen him come out and participate in any way. So we don't really know much about the commissioner, except for the fact that he is becoming quite a vocal player, I guess. But if he keeps making great matches like this, I can't complain. And I won't complain. Oh, wow. Pretty good power from Josh. Underhook suplex there. Well, Mark started off on fire, but Josh is getting back into this, although looks like Mark's going to bring it back to him. Now what's going on? Oh man, back and forth and back and forth, and Josh is rolling out, and is he done? Is he calling it? He's just walking away. Well, I don't think Mark's going to let that happen. He's just going to go out there and get him, right? Wait, who is that? No way! Is that Super Eye Patch Wolf? Did Super Eye Patch Wolf just show up and throw Josh back into the ring? Oh, Mark got the Unprettier set up. Oh, Josh managed to kick out. I wonder if he's in a state of shock now. I think that was Super Eye Patch Wolf. Hadn't heard any news about him being on the roster, but he definitely showed up and interfered in this match, and maybe the commissioner is working on signing him. And maybe he has taken an offense to the way Josh Strife Hayes has been behaving. That would not surprise me, to be honest. But oh no! Did Josh just pull off the silence? He's got it locked in. Can Mark get out of this? Oh Oh, he does. He does get out of it. The champ is back in the fight. That looked really scary for a second there for Mark, though. I gotta hand it to Josh so far. Really, at least stayed in the fight. He's held his own to some degree. Although it looks like he's about to get hit by the bite of 87. And that may do it. That will be the match. None prettier than a bite of 87, and Josh just ran out of fuel.
Here is your winner, the Blacksmith.
And while I'm sure Mark could have won that on his own, there's no doubt that it was Eye Patch Wolf throwing Josh back into the ring that helped facilitate that. We're gonna have to find out more. Perhaps we'll get some answers next week. But now it's time to move on to our main event. Here we go. Last week, of course, after Amouranth's match,
is a no-holds-barred match. Making her way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, the Queen.
She made it known with no question she was after Amouranth's title, which isn't surprising. I think pretty much all the women are, but Pokemane's been after, I wouldn't say her title, but after Amouranth's degree of popularity, perhaps, respect, almost since day one. She's definitely taken exception. Definitely taken exception to Amouranth. And I think she wants that belt to prove that she is the top female, not just as a wrestler, but just here on Content Wars, being a creator of any kind. She feels like she's number one. But if you want to be number one, you have to beat number one. And right now, Amouranth is number one. No question.
And from Houston, Texas, the Women's Undisputed Champion, the Perfect 10.
Belt does look pretty good on her. Our first women's champion, winning it in that incredible match at SummerSlam. Let's take a second to be honest about it. From the very first match, Amouranth was not our best wrestler. And when she won the belt, even winning the belt, there was a little bit questionable. There was a chair shot involved. It was all fair because it was a no DQ match, but still, it wasn't the way you would normally see a champion win the belt. Especially one that considers themselves to be like a people's champion the way Amouranth does. But you cannot deny that every week Amouranth comes out here working hard and improving step by step. The fans love her. She's definitely a people's champion, but she's also a champion that is a fighting champion and a champion that works hard to get better. And there's something to be respected in that for sure. I would argue that Brosk and Zeppla both perhaps have a little more in-ring talent. But Amouranth has really put her heart and soul into this. And she is not back down from Pokemane either. Not this week, not the previous match. There's a little bit of bad blood here, for sure. But you don't see Amouranth shying away from it or running scared. She's willing to take the fight to her. And here we have our main eventing content wars tonight in a no-holds-barred match. It's kind of exciting to see her grow this much. There's her patented leg drop. Calling out 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉 for being a crybaby, which the fans apparently loved. Looks like 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉's going to go for a weapon now. She got right on the noggin. Oh, but Amouranth was able to sidestep that jump. That was a good job. And of course, there is no count out. It's no disqualification here. That face buster, but he's gonna have to do a little bit more. 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉's not a pushover. And of course you might be wondering, why is 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼 fighting so hard in this match when there's no title on the line? She just got a beauty breaker. That was a running one. It wasn't really her finisher, it was more of an improvisation, but still pretty good. But why would 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼 be fighting so hard? Well, wow! Look at the vertical that she got there. The air was amazing. But Amouranth was able to snap back up pretty quickly. And the answer is, though, a win here would speak volumes for 𝙀𝙗𝙗's claim, and that is Amouranth's new submission move. She calls it Paradise. And it looks like 𝙀𝙗𝙗 was able to get out of it. And wow, she got a nice leg drop too, real quick there. Is she going to set up for her finisher? There it was, that running face breaker, which she calls the beauty breaker. Perhaps she's decided to start using the running version now. It definitely looks like it's a little more high impact. Maybe a little bit more than the chair, but either way, it does do some damage. Still manages to win. She took 2 beauty breakers and a few chair shots. Still got her victory.
Here is your winner, the perfect.
Phil, I don't think you've heard the last of 𝙀𝙗𝙗. I'm sure Amouranth hasn't. We'll have to see if she comes back next week with more. We'll see you next week. Find out.